Another snub now by China for India, where the communist power has gone ahead and set up a quake monitoring facility on the footholds of Mount Everest, even though India has proposed a joint venture. India and China have for long been discussing the joint project for monitoring earthquake and weather patterns in the Himalayas. But it now seems that China has decided to go a step ahead, further heightening the aggressive posturing. The seismic monitoring facility will also help Beijing keep a close vigil on the possible testing of nuclear devices by India. The mouthpiece of the Chinese government, People's Daily, highlighting China's posturing, saying that if India wants to be a superpower, it needs to abandon arrogance and cooperate with its neighbors, in particular ease tensions with Beijing and also with Islamabad. The Foreign Ministry, in fact, has scheduled a press conference on this matter at noon India time. And let's now get a quick update from Saibal Dasgupta of the Times of India on what we can expect.
India and China have been talking about having joint projects in the Himalayas for earthquake monitoring, for weather forecasting and several other issues. Global warming, and this discussion has been going on for several years. Somehow it has not got implemented. With relationship cooling in the last 10 months, it appears that China does not want to go along with India, because going along with India would mean data sharing. It wants to go alone, and it has gone alone and set up not one but two earthquake monitoring stations.
Right, and we have Sanket with us on the phone line. Sanket, clearly another attempt by China to snub India, making an excuse of monitoring a facility on the footholds of Mount Everest. But, their real intent essentially is to check all the nuclear tests that India conducts. Has there been any kind of official reaction from the Indian government what is India really planning to do about this?
Well, Harshi, officially there has been no reaction to this entire incident, to this entire story. But then, yes, this would definitely upset India, and also the fact that there needs to be, or there seems to be in some semblance, some sort of a, bilateral agreement or a bilateral meeting scheduled between both these, or leaders of both these countries. We know that at the ASEAN meeting, at the ASEAN summit in Bangkok, on the sidelines of it, the Prime Minister of our country is expected to meet the Chinese Premier. Then post that, there is a Russia, India, China foreign ministers meeting in Bangalore. So all these incidents, whether it is giving loose visas or staple visas to Kashmiris, to setting up such an establishment in, at the Everest area, also declaring Pakistan or having projects or taking under projects in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, whereas showing Kashmir as a separate entity and not a part of India will definitely miff India, and that has not, in fact, kept India happy also, because on many occasions India has registered its diplomatic opposition to whatever China is doing. So definitely whatever is actually being done as of now by China is something that would in some way definitely cast its shadow on the meeting that is scheduled to take place both in Bangkok and then in Bangalore.
Right.